Imagine you're running, not jogging, sprinting, in 60 pounds of bronze in 95-degree heat, across a mile of open ground, and at the end of that field, 25,000 men are waiting with exactly one job: to kill you. You can already see their arrows. They're blackening the sky. Turn back, your family dies. Keep running, you probably die. This isn't a movie scene. This is the morning of September 12th, 490 BC, and what happens in the next 3 hours changes world history forever. To understand why these men are running, we need to go back 2 weeks. The Persian Empire under great King Darius is at this point the largest superpower the world has ever seen. It stretches from India to Egypt, millions of subjects, bottomless resources. And Darius is holding a grudge. Years earlier, Athens supported a rebellion against him and burned his city of Sardis to the ground. Legend says he ordered a servant to whisper in his ear 3 times before every meal, "Master, remember the Athenians." Now he remembers. A fleet of 600 ships crosses the Aegean. On board, an estimated 25,000 soldiers. Their first stop, the city of Eretria. The Persians burn it down and drag the entire population off into slavery. That's not a conquest, that's a message. And the next address on the list is Athens. The fleet lands in a bay 26 miles northeast of the city. The name of that bay, Marathon. Panic breaks out in Athens. The city has no professional army. Its soldiers are farmers, potters, merchants, citizens who buy their own armor and fight their own battles. Everything Athens can muster, roughly 9,000 hoplites, plus 1,000 men from the tiny allied city of Plataea, who send every single man they have, 10,000 against 25,000. Athens sends its fastest runner to Sparta to beg for help, a man named Phidippides. He covers 150 miles in under 2 days, through mountains in summer heat. Remember that name, it comes back later. Sparta's answer, "Yes, we'll come, but only after the full moon." A religious festival forbids them from marching earlier. That means at least 6 days delay. 6 days Athens doesn't have. The Athenians face a choice: wait behind their walls while Persian cavalry burns the countryside, or march out and face the greatest military power. They march. For 5 days the two armies just stare at each other. Neither side attacks. The Greeks are waiting for Sparta. The Persians? That's a mystery to this day. Then, on the morning of the 5th day, Greek scouts notice something that changes everything. The feared Persian cavalry is gone. Possibly loaded onto ships for a surprise strike on undefended Athens itself. The Athenian general Miltiades understands immediately. This isn't a threat. It's a window. There is exactly 1 moment to attack, and that moment is now. Miltiades' plan sounds like suicide. A Greek battle line is normally the same depth everywhere, 8 men deep. Miltiades thins his center to 4 and stacks the extra men on the wings. He deliberately weakens the middle of his own army. Every soldier in that center knows, we are the bait. Then comes part 2, which is even crazier. The Persians are masters of archery. Their arrows are lethal out to about 200 meters. The only way to survive that, cross the kill zone as fast as humanly possible. So Miltiades orders something Greek warfare has never seen. The entire army will run the final stretch, at speed, in full armor, in formation. Herodotus says the Persian commanders think they've gone insane. 10,000 men, no cavalry, no archers, voluntarily running at 25,000 Persians. Forget Hollywood. A hoplite carries 45 to 60 pounds, bronze helmet, breastplate, greaves, a 16-pound shield, a 9-foot spear. The helmet has 2 eye slits. Your field of vision is a tunnel. You hear almost nothing but your own breathing. In that gear, you're running in late summer heat. Men vomit mid-run. Some collapse before the first arrow ever falls. Then the arrows fall, and then impact. 2 masses of human beings crash into each other at a run. The Greeks had a word for it, Othismos, the push. It's a lethal crush where men get squeezed until they can't breathe. The fighting happens at arm's length. Spear thrusts to the face, the throat, the groin, anywhere the armor doesn't cover. But here's where the brutal truth shows. Most Persian soldiers wear cloth and carry wicker shields against a closed wall of bronze. The Greek wings grind the Persian flanks into the dirt, but in the center the Greek front breaks. The Persian elite punches through. The bait is bleeding. Do the wings keep their discipline, or do they chase the fleeing enemy? They hold. Instead of chasing the broken flanks, both Greek wings wheel inward and slam into the rear of the Persian elite. The breakthrough becomes a trap. The trap becomes a massacre. The Persian army shatters. Tens of thousands flee toward the ships and run straight into the great marshes at the edge of the plain. Ancient sources claim more Persians died there than in the battle itself. On the beach, the Greeks fight to hold the ships back. Kynagairos, brother of Aeschylus, grabs a Persian ship's stern with his bare hand until an axe blow severs it. He bleeds out on the sand. The count, according to Herodotus, 6,400 Persian dead. On the Greek side, 192. The battle is won, but the day isn't over. The Persian fleet sails around Cape Sunion, heading straight for undefended Athens. The Athenians do the unthinkable. After 3 hours of battle, the sprint, the killing, they march the 26 miles back that same day. When the Persian fleet appears off Athens, it finds the exact same army standing on the shore. The Persians turn around. Athens is saved, twice in one day. Out of this story, a legend was born. The runner who gasps, "We have won," and drops dead. It's the reason the modern marathon is called what it's called. Every marathon run carries the name of this battlefield. 192 Athenians never came home. They were buried right there on the battlefield, under a mound of earth, the Soros. Historians say, if Marathon had been lost, classical Athens would never have existed. No democracy, no Socrates, no theatre. The foundation of our modern world hung on 3 hours of combat and on the decision of 10,000 men to run toward the enemy. 10 years later, the Persians came back. This time, 300 Spartans stood at Thermopylae. But that is another story. If you want to see it, tell me in the comments. And if this video gripped you, share it with someone who thinks history is boring.